Obviously, good to get a win. It's hard to win when you get out rebounded like that, but we made up for it with the steals and the enforcing all the turnovers. So if you're going to get blasted on the glass like that, you got to create a bunch of turnovers and get some steals, which we did. And then we shot it well from three, which really helped us. We shot an efficient number. Darryl hitting a couple threes. Sampson hitting 2 of 3. He hit a big 3 when they went zone, and we were kind of stagnant against the zone. So good win.
Right hand, we're going to mic to you. Craig. Come up here to Ron.
Defensively, Coach, how much was the emphasis on the active hands, 2 balls, trade half?
Yeah, it's always an emphasis for us. We just did it a little bit better tonight. I mean, we got 42 deflections, so we just, we just did it a little bit better tonight. We were scrappier. We played a little bit harder than we've been playing. So we're just a little bit better at everything tonight than we had been.
How much does that help for the offense?
Yeah, it helped us. I mean, we certainly didn't want to play against their set defense. They're really good defense. When they held Mizzou to 49 points the other day, and like I said, Mizzou was lucky to score 49. So we don't want to play against a set defense like that. And our guys did a good job creating offense from our defense.
The thought process of the defense early in the game, basically guard the perimeter, pressure them, don't let them get inside easily. That was basically what you were looking at?
Yeah, I mean, it helped when they had the 2 traditional bigs in there. We just didn't guard the other big. We're just going to let – I mean, Williams and Davis can make a 3. Davis has made some 3s this year. But if they were going to make 3s, I mean, we weren't beating them anyway. So we're just going to sit back in the lane and, kind of just let those other guys try to beat us. And it worked because they didn't play the 2 traditional bigs all that much. They only had one of their big guys in there most of the game. The kid Morales is obviously 6'10", but he's a perimeter-based big. So we were able to, to manage the game a little bit better with them not having both of those huge guys in there that can just tear you apart in the paint. I mean, not that we did like a great job on Williams, but we still gave up 33 points between their 2 guys.
Yesterday you said you didn't think that Wop was going to score 31 again, but he does come out and get 21.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Talk about just how did he play tonight? And how was
he's good. He got a couple in transition, and then he made a couple good post moves. He got into their body and made post moves, and so he's playing really, really well right now. Him and Trey played really well. Skyler, I told Skyler after the game, that's as well as you can play with only 2 points. I mean, he was phenomenal. I thought he played a good floor game, and 13 assists and 1 turnover between your 2 point guards is pretty good.
You also talked yesterday about needing to close out games, to get 7 straight from Epps there at the end, and then Tremont, of course, hits the 35-footer. Just to get some plays there at the end and finish it out. How good was that to see?
That was good. We didn't do a good job attacking the middle of that zone. Epps is really good working the middle of that zone, so we just put him in there and said, get to the SEC, get the ball, make a play, and that's what he did. So he does a really good job maneuvering there in the middle of the zone. So he was good, and I should have taken him out when he got that 4th foul, but I was going to try to wait till the media and then just kind of offense, defense, sub him from there on out.
Yeah, Coach, first SEC home win tonight. Just talk about how that feels, giving one back.
It's good. I mean, you just think about all the other ones you let slip away. I mean, if we'd have played with this edge, I don't even want to think about it. So it makes me sick. But I'm happy to win. Don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled to win.
How do you get your offense, I guess, to operate efficiently when Waters is not in the game? Because it seems it kind of stagnates when he's not.
Well, when Waters wasn't in the game tonight, I mean, it's only 4 minutes. Not like he's not in there a whole lot. But we try to play through Wop, try to throw the ball into Wop when he wasn't in there. And then even if we don't score, we just need really, really long possessions where, we run a lot of clock.
How big was I think it was the first 8 possessions, not allowing them to score to kind of set the tone?
Yeah, I don't think it ever got below 7 once we got it up there. We called timeout when it got to 7 in the first half, and then thought it was important we go to halftime with a double-digit lead, which we did, obviously, and then I think we extended it by 1 by that first media timeout. It still wasn't very smooth. They just said we're just going to throw the ball off the backboard and go play volleyball. But we did extend it by 1. The starts to both halves were quite a bit better than they've been.
Can you recall the last time you were out rebounded by 20 and won a game going away with like you guys did?
No, not like that. It's very similar when we were at VCU and we played in the Sweet 16 the year we went to the Final Four. We played Florida State in the Sweet 16 in San Antonio, and they were just, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, their three-man was bigger than our center. And it was the exact same. I don't even know what the final number on the glass was. I think it was like 51-38. We got out-rebounded, I mean, bad. But we created a ton of, forced a ton of turnovers, created a lot of steals, and we kind of won this. No, but we won in overtime on a layup. I mean, it wasn't like we won going away. But if you're going to get blasted on the glass like that, you've got to compensate for it in other ways. And so, you know, we were fortunate tonight.
How would you characterize Trey's influence on the game defensively? It seemed like Billy thought the turnovers were a big...
When he's engaged defensively and guarding the ball like that and working the ball up the court, he did a really good job on Wilson. And then, you know, he's really good when he's able to guard somebody like we were at A&M today, where he can just kind of, you know, we just basically make him a rover. It's kind of like a man zone what we do when we can play teams like this. And so he can just kind of roam around and get his hands on balls and try to steal balls and run through passing lanes. We give him a lot of freedom to maneuver around, and he was real active tonight, which helped.
Coach, did you see any difference in the team's attitude after that hard foul on Skylar Mays?
No, I mean, I thought our guys picked it up pretty good. You know, I thought that was a turning point. I thought our guys picked it up. I thought our guys, you know, wanted to fight for him, and I thought that was good to see our guys pick up a teammate like that. It's a good observation.
You guys had 40 in the paint tonight as opposed to 22 in College Station. Just what do you think enabled you to have
Well,
that?
we got a lot of them. It's not like we're feeding the post down there now. I mean, we got a lot of them just spacing the court a little bit better and driving it. We had a little bit better action with some of our cutters, and we're just trying to – we got to give – you know, we were able to compensate for what teams were doing on Tremont tonight. We were able to kind of reset it a little bit and compensate a little bit better. And so we got a few more answers now. If teams are going to continue to do what they've been doing, we got a better way of going about things.
What's up, guys? We have tons of other great content, so if you're new here, make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below.